Hello, hi, and welcome to EmpathicFire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Virgo in February 2020. What's going on, Virgo? How are you all doing? I hope you're all doing so well. All right, Virgo, January is over with. How was it? Did you have a good start to the year? I did. Hopefully you had the same in your life. If not, I hope it improves now that we're doing your February reading. And of course, guys, well, not of course, but I want to wish you a happy Valentine's Day. I'm doing it obviously for all the signs because, you know, even if you're single and you're not interested in dating, or you're married and Valentine's Day has sort of lost its shine for you, whatever your situation is, I want that day to be a great day for you to experience love and happiness and camaraderie and connection with other people. I think that's sort of a bigger goal to have when it comes to Valentine's Day. Now that most of us are, you know, who watch this, at least on my channel, most of us are adults. Most of us have lived a little bit of life. We've learned some lessons. We've grown. We've suffered and all that kind of stuff. So a higher or more appreciative look at love is kind of what I'm wishing for you guys. You know, whether you're single, whether you're married, whether you're out here, you know, getting into everybody's bed. I don't care what you're doing. I just hope it's a wonderful day for you, okay? All right, let's get into it. Virgo, shuffled off camera. That is your main spread there. I'm going to shuffle on camera now for your outcome and your overall energy. Once all the cards are out and they're lying face up on the table, that's when the reading begins. Timestamp is in the description box if you want to jump ahead. Also down there is all the information you need if you want to purchase a personal reading with me. You simply send the money through PayPal. You email me with your question. I tell you A-OK. I give you an estimate on when you're going to get that. And then magically, not magically, I put in work, and then I will email you back and let you know when your video will be available for private viewing here on YouTube. It's yours to keep from now until the end of time, or until YouTube, you know, disintegrates into nothing. I don't know. Anyway, but if you have other questions, not tarot related, or you want to clear something up about an order, go ahead and email me at the same address, and I will answer you as soon as I can, all right? All right, that's the whole spiel. Well, part of the spiel. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment, do all that fun stuff. And that is now the spiel. But Virgo, let's get into it. I want to see Virgo's outcome for February 2020. Please show me Virgo's outcome for February 2020. Please show me. Okay, shot out down to the floor there. Was it just one? Yeah, it was. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the overall energy. And that was like that. That's not straight, so let's go ahead and fix it. There we go. Something like that. Pretty sure we're in frame. Ooh, that's better. Let's go ahead and flip what came face down for you, Virgo. Hey now, listen. I know it's the month of love, or has the big love holiday in it, but there's like a lot of love overtone to these readings. Yours might be the first one that's like a straight up love reading. But again, I think I mentioned it for Cancer last night. The moment I say that, I end up jinxing the video, because then it becomes like something else other than love. So I don't know. Let's see if that works out here for you, or if it goes that way rather. All right, please show me where Virgo is in February 2020. Please show me Virgo in February 2020. Please show me. Wow, they've been coming out so fast. I had a long break between like the first two videos, the first two zodiacs, but Cancer, Leo, and now you, bing, bang, boom. When I ask for the card, they give it to me. So, here we go. Virgo, coming into February, you come in with the Three of Pentacles. Ooh, third-party situation. Listen, if you've been on my channel for a while, I don't usually jump on that. I have to feel it. It has to be contextually true. As the starting position, I'm going to leave it open because, you know, as I'm speaking right now, they're like forming the energy around me. I'm getting visuals of what we might be talking about. So I don't say it automatically. If it's playing in your situation and you know it, perfect. If you have no idea about a third party, we'll see. But what I'm more feeling, Virgo, is a willingness to commit, a willingness to work, a willingness to be in partnership, regardless of whether it's romantic or not, regardless of what the status of your relationship is. It feels like all parties have to agree, right? You know, you've got 3 people on this card. Traditionally, it's about negotiations. Traditionally, again, it's about partnership and agreeing and coming on, settling on the same goal, settling on the same vision for the future, right? And putting practical steps towards it, as we're talking about Pentacles. In some cases, it does involve money or some type of resource, but more to the point, Pentacles represent some type of effort and value, right? Putting effort and value into some goal, some relationship, some connection that all parties, no matter how many people are involved, have to agree on. Now, of course, it becomes more complicated if we're talking about a third-party situation, but we'll get to that in a moment in case it pops up. But what I'm feeling really, Virgo, is someone's like, yep, let's do it. Let's work on this. Let's be partners. Let's agree to this. You know, it could be a contract needs to be signed, an NDA, some type of actual written agreement might be drafted up, and someone is saying, I'm ready. Where's the dotted line? I got a pen in hand. I'm ready to scribble my name down on the page. And someone else is kind of like, yeah, but no. No. The terms are not correct in terms of like a contract, right? The terms are not correct. They're not happy with certain amendments to the contract or whatever it is. And it's just like the language isn't right. The time period that is being discussed or how long the contract is set for, it's just not pleasing to another party. And so they're just like very hesitant to sign on the dotted line alongside you, or if it's reversed, you are not so gung-ho to sign alongside their name. Someone here is hesitant, resistant, avoidant, and just basically saying, nah, not like that, not with those terms, not in this time frame, not with those specific details. Now, expanding that out away from business or contracts or any type of, you know, practical negotiations possibly around money and resources, could be business transactions, you know, signing major deals worth thousands or millions of dollars, whatever it is. Outside of that, just the nature of working together for a common goal, there is still this energy that says, yeah, no. Yeah, but no. Like, I hear what you're saying there, Bobby. I hear what you're saying, Christine, but I don't agree. Now, again, can be business, can be family. Regardless of what this is, could also be lovers and marriages and dating situations, whatever it is. The undercurrent or the link of all of that is connection, partnership, wanting to be in regular commitment or regular, exchange, thank you, regular exchange with someone. Someone is like, no, not with, goddamn, no, not with you, is how this is coming across. Not with you, not with them, not with her, not with whoever. There is this resistance to a certain person being involved that kind of is a part of the deal or kind of is a non-negotiable. Meaning, if we're talking, oh Lord, let's just do it. Because I'm like, I don't want to talk about that, but they're like, just do it, just do it. If we're talking about some type of relationship, a dating relationship, a committed relationship, whatever, right? Romantic feelings are involved. Yeah, you know, this could be about 2 people falling out. It could be about someone approaches you for a date, Virgo, or you're approaching someone for a date. Hey, do you want to have dinner with me? And there is some type of rejection. Sometimes, in some cases, it feels like a soft, like, oh, I would love to, but my grandmother's in town for like the next 6 months, and I just don't have free time. Like, they're really like trying to like friend zone you, or you're friend zoning someone, right? Other cases, it's like a hard rejection, and it's like, not on your fucking life would I ever go out with you. Not on your life would I ever get back with you. Something like that. It's kind of, it's varying in intensity, but the message is clear. And, oh God, why? Because of attachment, that's why. And I'm like, what's going on here? Lord. I'm like the most continued tarot reader. I'm being hyperbolic here, because I don't know that that's necessarily true, but I feel like I always refer back to messages, not specifically for Virgo, for all the signs. Like last year, Sagittarius had like a continuous story that like lasted for months. Gemini last year also had repeating stories. Virgo, here we go again. Who is this? Who is it? It's someone, it's either not one of you guys, it's either you or someone in your energy field, someone that you surround yourself with, someone that you talk to, someone that you have business with, someone that you have a relationship with, someone that you just share shit with. I don't know who it is, but there's some disconnect here that someone is constantly trying to patch together. What is this? What are they showing me? Jesus Christ. All right, you ever open... I always love this part in my readings because I'm like, I get this intense feeling and then I'm like, why is this happening? And they show me something that I have to translate. So what they're showing me, you ever cut into like a wire cable or like any cable really, like if you cut open the cord of like an appliance or anything, and there's like these wires inside, right? There's like 2, 3, 4, 6 different wires that are connected together to make the object function, to make the appliance function, right? And you cut in there. What they're showing me is someone trying to literally put these cut cords back together. Just like this. What are you doing? Who is that? Don't do that. Stop doing that. Let it go. Get like over it. I don't know who this is. And I hate to be so sharp, but part of being an empathic person is to translate what you feel, you know, what you can sense in a situation. And what I'm sensing is half of me, literally half of my body or my consciousness is saying, oh, come on, like we can do this, you know, very hopeful, very committed, very much like this could work, this could be something, or I have a solution, and just like keeps plugging away. Admirable, noble, yes, sure, perfect. You're someone, you know, Goonies never say die. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at, you know, that scene and that sentiment. Goonies never say die. It's like, okay, that's nice. In a movie, in reality, that's not kicking, man. If you keep trying to come into partnership with someone, trying to negotiate something, whether it's a contract, whether it's a relationship, whether it's trying to mend fences, build bridges, see, they reminded me something about bridges in one of your previous readings, yeah? And you keep trying, but the other party is not receptive. Why? Go try and have partnership with someone else. Now, of course, I'm saying that as an outside observer, as the person who's reading your tarot, right? That's easier said than done. But the reason I'm saying that is because I'm feeling it on the other side of me. Again, I'm feeling both sides of the issue here. One side is like very hopeful. I want to give this another shot, you know, very much tenacious, very tenacious, which is admirable in certain aspects or situations, right? But to what point does it become sad? At what point do you just say, you know what? I can't do this anymore. Someone is like stubbornly avoiding that. And the other side is like fatigued by it. You know, in terms of contracts, again, because of the pentacles and, you know, that being something of value. And this is like about craftsmanship, you know, the Three of Pentacles, these three people are doing work on the cathedral, right? In some form or fashion. They all bring to the table, you know, their different skill sets. You know, the one in the pants, she's got the technical skills. The one in the red dress might have like the artistic vision, and then the guy holding the paper might be the financier, right? They all bring something to the table. They all have value here. But if you keep trying with the same three people in terms of business, right, to make something happen, and you've been trying for weeks or months or even years, for God's sakes, why do you keep doing it? Something about the collection of people that you're trying to make something get off the ground with is not feasible. The terms keep changing in the contract, or people's mind or what they want out of the terms in the contracts begins to change. And then the timing of the thing. Well, we wanted to get this off the ground in September 2019. It never happened. So now we're here in February 2020 trying to come back to the negotiation table. And now all of a sudden, oh, February doesn't work either. Well, what will work? Okay, so moving off from that. The other side is really like exhausted. Someone here is exhausted. Whether it's your side or whoever you're dealing with, I don't know who it is, but there's a side that is so exhausted with this and so done with it. And I don't know why they don't walk away either, because that's the other thing. Okay, here we go. Yes, thank you. Both sides have some type of attachment here, and I don't know what this is. Oh, there it is. It's right there. It's right there. We're going to talk about that in a second. It's there. It's attachment. Something about attachment here. Whether it's we're believing in a dream, we're believing in a vision, we're believing in the possibilities, or we are attached because of all the benefits that come out of it. If I strike this deal, even though I'm really tired of going back to the negotiation table, I'm going to make a lot of money out of this. I'm so tired of working, or excuse me, not working, but being friends with this person. But, for now, they're my roommate and I need them to pay their half of the rent, whatever it is. I'm so sick of this marriage, but, I said those vows and I take my vows serious. Okay, that could be something, for some people to exchange vows. Other people's... People have different moral values, right? Some people they don't believe in divorce, right? So for me, who is, not religious, I don't really have that mindset. It's kind of hard for me to fathom, but I know these people exist, and their opinions and their sensibilities hold value. So there's something here about attachment to something of value, or what we perceive as having value, right? Devil card right above it. Major Arcana for Capricorn. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn, but you don't have to be. And this, to me, is coming across as the source of the attachment, yeah? The Capricorn aspect is really coming through powerful dynamics surrounding 10th house, powerful dynamics surrounding the father archetype. If you don't know anything about this, go ahead and Google, Capricorn in terms of astrology, in terms of, how it has rulership over the 10th house, or its association with the 10th house, yeah? And it's dynamic against Cancer and all that kind of stuff. Midhaven and all that. Go ahead and Google that stuff. Anyway, so that's what's coming across here, that there is power, influence, strong foundation, very hard to renegotiate or restructure those elements in the situation. Business, love, family, friendship, it doesn't matter. There's something about reliance on the way things are, or reliance on the outcome of a certain situation that keeps people tied to it, yeah? There's attachment because of value, not necessarily attachment because of desire, not necessarily attachment because of, being fulfilled, It's one of those things where Virgo, I don't understand. Because, again, okay, thank you. Here we go. That's it. Because I'm feeling this energy of knowing what you're getting out of the situation and begrudging it. Being pissed. I don't want to have to work with this person. I don't want to live with this person. I don't want to be in this relationship with this person. I don't want to have to go to this if this is not about a dynamic between two people. This is about being fixed or attached to certain circumstances. I don't want to work at this job anymore. I don't want to work in this department. I don't want to work in this part of town or in this city. I want to leave it. But this is where my family lives. And that's a huge thing for a lot of people. I'm a family person too, but not to the extent that I know other people are, right? So if you're a family person, you have a huge family, extended family, you guys are all living in the same town, all living in the same city within a certain proximity to one another. And one of your dreams, personally, Virgo, let's just say, as an example, is to move out, to go and explore the world and stay abroad or stay on the other side of the country. Maybe not forever, but for a certain period of your life. But because your mom is here, your dad is here, your brothers, your sisters, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, your dog Fido, and everybody else in between, because they're all here, and because, you know, certain families, you know, you're super tight. We have family dinners every week. We all vacation together. Da 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 da. You feel guilty, or you feel like you're being punished, and you're attached to something that you have. It has value, but at the same time, you have your own personal, individual desires to get free, or to go and explore, or to see what else is out there, to live, you know, if you've always lived in Denver, you know what I would love? I would love to live on a beachfront. And, you know, you know, as far as I know, Denver's up in the mountains. There's not a lot of beach up there. Yeah, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's not much beach, right? And so you're like, I want to live in Miami, or I want to live, you know, in Southern California, whatever. For God's sakes, I want to live at the Jersey Shore. Sure, okay, go ahead. Anyway, so whatever you want, Virgo, or whoever I'm talking to who has this I want out inclination, is not able to get out because of obligation, because of this attachment to this devil card. This devil card, not to say your family or your friends or your loved ones, your spouses, your boyfriend, girlfriends are the devil, but they embody this energy of something that, to an extent, you are addicted to, you are reliant on, you are comfortable with. You know, the devil has a lot of sway in these ways, yeah? You're compelled, you feel attached, you feel as if you were to leave or walk away or change the circumstances too much, it would make things here worse, or you don't know what it would do. Some of you don't know what it would do. I don't know what would happen. You know, and I'm not here because I don't know the specifics or the nuances of all of your situations, but if you were, you know, it would have to be, but let's say you were a friend of mine. No, not even. I'm not even going to go there. No, because I can't tell you what to do, or I can't tell whoever this is resonating for what to do. What I'm recognizing is someone is frustrated and exhausted and very, 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 very upset, very sad, very depressed, that they have to continue in this way. Now, in terms of tarot, to get it back on track, and because I don't want to give you advice when this is not a personal and you didn't ask, so I'm not going to give it, right? But what I'm feeling is somebody here is, in the traditional understanding, or some of the traditional understanding of the tarot in relation to the devil, is it's a power that exists over you, or your power is usurped, but it's not really. You do have autonomy. You do have choice. In this particular deck, you see this very monstrous mechanical devil, right? Who also, hopefully you can see it, has some marionette strings attached from his fingers to the men down at the bottom, right? So that's that aspect of control, or this aspect of you kind of have to do like a zombie or like a puppet. You kind of have to perform to what the devil wants. The kicker about the devil is it does not function without some source of power, or some source of being fed, basically. And then you can see down there, the guys, they have to shovel the coal into the fire pit, into the energy source, or, you know, wherever the devil draws its fire from, or draws its ability to control. It's like a weird cycle. The moment you stop feeding the devil, you're released. You can put that back into biblical terms. You can put that into any religious or philosophical study that you want, and that kind of holds weight. If you don't feed it, it will die. Right? I say that looking at my precious plant over there in the window, right? If I stopped feeding that plant, let's say the plant somehow had power over me, I was doing its bidding, I felt so compelled to do whatever this plant told me. That's not true, I'm just being facetious here, okay? But let's just say I stopped giving that plant water, and I never let it see the sun again. That plant will fucking die without me taking care of it. Does that make sense? Okay. Ooh, okay. Now I get it. Now I get it. because they're like ding, 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 ding. Some of you don't want the devil to die. And I'm, again, speaking in hyperbolic terms. I'm not talking literal mortal death. But there's this idea of, Virgo, that speaks to you guys so well. Because if you don't know, I'm surrounded by Virgos. And I know this is a part of many Virgos. Sixth house of service. You want to be useful to other people. You want to help other people. And often Virgos will sacrifice themselves, sacrifice their time, their money, their effort, their own personal desires for the sake of someone else. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you do that, I find when Virgos do that, they don't really think of it in those terms. Or they think of it in those terms until past a certain point. Like it's gone way, way, way past the line. And now you're like, oh my God, I'm doing this. And oh man. Okay, it's a little different because I'm like, Pisces does this too. And if you guys know, I'm surrounded by both Virgos and Pisces. But, okay, there it is. The difference is here. I think Pisces aims to be useful or helpful. And I think that in a weird way, Virgo, I'm getting this energy of, you can't, this person or this situation can't survive without me. And that kind of, in a strange way, pleases you or pleases the other person. It's a weird, this is a lot. As you can see, we've only talked about 2 cards. We've been here for what, 15 minutes, 20 minutes? I don't freaking know. We've been here for a while. There's a heavy attachment and still a desire to walk away. And that's the thing. Whoever owns that, I want to leave this or I want to change this situation. I don't want to keep coming back to have to deal with the same recycled energy over and over again. Whoever is in that realization knows they're doing it, okay? And they still do it. So that's their choice. The other side that's hopeful and like, yeah, I'm tenacious and I'm sure this could work this time, right? That very eager side might also know the other side is getting fatigued. The other side is very exasperated and just like over it. And both sides are kind of like still putting energy into this, even though both sides probably acknowledge at least one or the other is wanting to tap out, but they don't tap out. Neither side walks away. I'm going to use the word, and I used it, I think, in Cancer's reading. And I don't like to use the word because it's a little overplayed for my taste. And I don't fully have an understanding of it in the way that I would want to use it as a reader just yet. But I'm going to use it toxic, okay? There's something toxic here that one or both sides are not able to release or haven't accepted that they want to or need to release it, okay? Now, yeah, we're done. I'm not going to continue with this. This is ridiculous. And I think I said that. Didn't I say that? I said that recently to you. What did I do? Oh, that was for like your end of January, aka like your mid-January reading where it was like a collective thing. Yeah, man, I was talking about this thing again. I'm so sick of talking about this for your sake and mine because I don't understand it. As a person, as an individual human, not Jay the tarot reader, Jay the person, just doesn't get it. But as the tarot reader, I think I'm getting it, but it's weird. Like I'm talking about myself as if I'm 2 different people. The tarot reader gets it because I could see how you would come to those decisions and I can see how you can become attached. But the person is just like, if I was the person who was not getting what I wanted on either side, why do I keep doing this? Makes no sense. So let's just leave it alone. That's me, the person. Let's tap back into the tarot reader, please. Thank you. Here we go. So, what's going on? This is, look, for those where this is business, I think you have an easier time because it's not, well, maybe not. There are chances that your emotions are attached. But for those where this is family, friends, lovers, spouses, whatever, this is so hard because there are deep emotions involved. Deep emotions, yeah? Now, I think this is the prize. Is that the prize? Well, maybe not the prize, but it's very focal. This Ace of Cups is very focal. To you, to them, to everybody involved. The Ace of Cups, okay? Brand new starts, brand new beginnings. Shared experiences. That's interesting. What's that? Shared experiences. Like fruitful experiences and happiness and joy, and like having this emotional overflow, as you can see with the spouts of water coming out of the cup. There's like emotional overflow for the taking here, or the prospect of it is in someone's mind. If it's not available, clearly available, someone believes it is, and that is the quote unquote prize. That is the thing that somebody here wants, whether it's you, someone else, Virgo, I don't know, but it's available. As an ace, aces are opportunities and chances. It's available. Whether you can see it or whether someone else can see it, I don't know. The trouble here is that not only the attachment and the potential toxicity of some established situation, some established connection, some established relationship, right? Aside from that being a problem, there's also this slippery element here. There's a slippery element, or if not slippery, like a very slow development. It's weird. What is that? Come on. What is that? In some of your cases, it's like slippery, like you or the other person can't get a hold of it. The opportunity, the commitment, or the focus on the commitment, the focus on the dream. You know, it's cups, so emotional fulfillment comes in all shapes and sizes. It doesn't have to be specifically about love or romance. Yeah, it can be, you know, again, that we've talked about, a considerable amount, like a business endeavor, right? So there's like this, like they keep showing me like fish slipping through the hands, or like, you know, soap or anything you try to grab, like a handful of sand, it just goes through your fingers. You know, a stream of water, you can't grasp it. It's not very tangible. Whatever someone is trying to get, it's intangible right now. The other part is that someone doesn't perceive it or can't understand how to get it. So there's this opportunity out there that they're telling me is definitely being offered by the universe, by the powers that be, gods, angels, whatever you believe in or don't believe in. It has been offered, or it is available. Okay, thank you. Please give me an example. Well, it's not a clear example, but you ever like watch like any movie or TV show, or like read a book, and the concept of invisibility is there, you know, the concept of something being present, but you can't touch it, or, you know, like in Harry Potter or something like that, the invisibility cloak that Harry and Ron or whoever else gets themselves under, and they go exploring all through Hogwarts, right? It's like that. And who is it? I think it's like Snape and like the groundskeeper Crookshanks, isn't that his name? Look at me. I read that series like one time and I'm remembering shit, and I've only seen the movie a handful of times. My gosh. Anyway, so it's like that. It's like Snape and Crookshanks, isn't that his name? I think so. They're like suspicious, like they have a sense, like someone's out in these holes, someone's exploring past the hours and all this kind of stuff. And they're like, who is it? What's going on? Under the cloak, Harry and whoever else are just like, you know, going all through the corridors and doing what they're doing. That's what this feels like. It's like, you know, it's here. Someone knows it's here, whatever that is. The dream, the contract, or the ability to sign the contract, the terms, and da-da-da. But it's like you can't get a hold of it. Maybe you can't get a hold of the person. You know, the person that you want to sign the damn contract. Okay. I mean, somebody might have gotten to the end of it. It's just like, you know what, just put whatever they want in the contract. Let's just get this thing signed because we have to get things moving here. And you think you have the perfect thing to offer, and you go to offer it and nobody responds. It's like, it's something like that. So this ace is up in the air. This ace is available. It's there. Harry and Ron are there. They're under this invisibility cloak, though. You can't see them. So Snape and whoever, the groundskeeper, they're just like so confused. Where the hell are the people that are sneaking around this corridor? I can feel you. I have it. Like there's a sixth sense going on there, right? But there's no proof. You can't, there's no certifiable visual ocular proof that these two little boys are sneaking around in the corridors. I hope you get what I'm saying. So this ace is out there. How you get it, who has it, who's offering, I don't fucking know. My God. And I don't know who wants it. Virgo, do you want it? Are you offering it and nobody's taking the bait? You know? I don't know what side you're on. Honestly, it's a mixed bag with your energy, Virgo, because I feel some Virgos are the ones who are being tenacious and they're plugging forward and they're driving towards the same goal over and over again with the attachment issues and all that kind of stuff. Or you're on the other side and you're just like, I'm attached to this. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm tired of this. I'm sick of everything here. I'm sick of all the people that I'm involved with. And I just want to have a reset button hit in my life. I want the invisibility cloak. I want to dip out. I don't know which side you're on. Take your pick. So, yes, you want out. Yes. I'm sorry I made that noise, but that was interesting to me because I'm like, well, what's happening next? Girl or guy? Okay. Very, very, textbook, soap opera, Maury Povich type crap here. Listen. I look down and they just like zone me on the Empress. I'm not sure if we're talking about her yet. Are we talking about her yet? They're like, it's either here or here that we're going to next. But I just happened to glance down and they were just like in my head, pregnancy trap, pregnant trap, pregnant trap. Listen, somebody out here is trapped because of pregnancy or children. And I hate to use that word, but that's essentially what this is. Someone feels relegated and responsible and obligated, as you should. They're your children, whether you're the male or female in the situation, it doesn't matter. But there's this idea of someone is pregnant now, and they did that thing. They got pregnant on purpose, or they impregnated you on purpose, whatever it is. Somebody has laid a seed with the intent of attachment. Okay, that's one. Two, if you already have children, I don't care if you're the man or the woman, it doesn't matter. There is this, I have to be here because my kids are here. And that is a tough pill to swallow, or that's a tough situation to deal with. I have my own opinions about it personally, as an individual, as a tarot reader. I'm just here to interpret what I'm feeling. I'm feeling as though there is a desire from one party or the other to not leave the children, but leave the situation, leave the house, leave the relationship, leave town. Again, I want someone like here is like, I want to be close to my family, whether it's your children specifically, whether it's your husband, your wife, your extended family, I don't care. You want to be there for the people that rely on you, that you're responsible for, that you have this connection with. However, you want to also live your own fucking life and do what you want. Some of you, maybe you want to be like a long range, or what do you call that? A cross-country truck driver? Something like that. Like there's this idea of going, of moving, of being freer, of being in motion. And that's hard to do if you have a family to support and provide for. A family that depends on you. A family unit beyond, the husband, the wife, the children, whatever, right? Extended family, grandparents, aunts and uncles, whatever, that care about you and check up on you. Again, some families are like tight knit like that. How's it going? It's your Uncle Jim over here. And it's like, hi, Uncle Jim. So what's new? Not much. You called me Tuesday and now it's, Friday. Not much is going on since the 3 days ago that you called me. Well, I just wanted to make sure everything was going good in your life and da-da-da-da. It's just like, for me, that would be exhausting as an individual. No, please. Please don't call me often. I'm not into it. That's that Aquarian moon, my friends. But you know what I mean? It's like that. Again, that's my personal interpretation. But I'm feeling like someone is having a similar experience. Like they feel, what is this? Smothered. and aspects of the Empress. Yes, we finally picked up another card, Virgo. The Empress card, major arcana, or secondary, secondary major for Taurus and Libra. There you go. So some of you could be dealing with it, but the Empress is more that female archetype, right? Not specifically opposite of the male archetypes that I was mentioning with the Devil card and associating that with Capricorn. Again, the opposite of Capricorn is Cancer, and Cancer is the mother dynamic. Capricorn is the father dynamic. This is motherly just in general, more like Mother Nature, right? And the idea of creation, the idea of birth and gestation, yeah? That's all in here. And I'm telling you, that is so important to your situation in some way, Virgo. A pregnancy is important, the aspects of motherhood, or someone is a mother, or your mother is important to you, or her influence over your life is important to you. Her expectations, okay, thank you. Her expectations, whether it's your mom, you as a mom, your sister, whoever. There's some femaleness, what am I saying? Femaleness or femininity, some female, feminine, thank you, feminine expectation here, whether you're adhering to it or you're exuding it, projecting it and expecting it in other people. I don't know. But there's something tied to like moms. Mom. And the sway of the mother, the sway of the feminine energy has a lot of pull on you or you on someone else. And I don't usually feel the Empress in this way. The Empress is a very nurturing energy, yes. But that word they made me use, smother, someone feels smothered by their mom or mother type dynamics, or the prospect of being, okay, the prospect of being a mother is very confining or smothering to someone. Oh. And I'm saying a lot about moms. I'm not trying to, say men have no role here. They do. They're either experiencing it or their femininity is over exuded, is smothering them perhaps, okay? I don't know in what way. I'm not a psychologist or anything like that, and I'm not going to dive too deep into this, but there's this aspect of feminine energy and the prospect of being a nurturer, a provider, a carer, a caretaker, and someone does it to the nth degree, to the point where it becomes confining and smothering and overwhelming and restrictive. Thank you. This Empress energy is in some ways fueling what is happening in that Devil card. Intentionally, unintentionally, I don't know. Oh, thank you. They finally gave me something that I could understand. Okay. This is an ace, right? And I told you all about the opportunities and the chances and how it's intangible. It's like the invisibility cloak. You know it's here, but you can't see it. You can't perceive it. Here's what's going on, friends. Boom, boom, boom. 3 major arcana surround this. Those are heavy energies. Aces are important. They have impact, yes. But again, they're chances. They're fleeting. They're here, and you can have them as long as the energies or the other cards around it are copacetic and supportive of it, yeah? I'm getting the sense that these 3 major arcanas are not making it easy for that Ace of Cups to be accessible if you or whoever wants to have access to it. It's there, but it's essentially being blocked. And, in tarot, you can read things positively or negatively. I haven't gotten to the Lovers yet. It might be positive. I don't know yet. But these 2 in combination are being detrimental to the Ace of Cups. Whether they're individuals, whether it's just the tone and the energy and just the vibe of the situation overall, whatever it is, Virgo, that is why this Ace of Cups is not able to be grabbed, to be utilized, to be taken on board, because of the toxicity and the attachment of the Devil and the smothering, overbearing, and just drowning sense. Jesus, drowning? This drowning sense that the Empress is putting forth. And again, that's not at all the traditional understanding of the Empress. She's usually very pleasant. And she, only because there's a female figure on the card. Again, there is this strong emphasis on femaleness or femininity, but men can experience it, can exude it. If you're a single dad or something like that, and you're in the care of children, you are then now the mother or the caretaker, the nurturer of those children. It's not to say men or maleness or masculinity is not ever possibly a nurturing energy. It is, but we, again, most likely are going to assume or associate that with femaleness or femininity. Okay, so the Empress is doing a good job, is doing what she's supposed to do as an energy, caretaking, providing, keeping things safe and calm and joyous and happy and what do you call this? Connected. What congealed? Thank you, congealed. I like that, congealed. You know, but again, it might be too much. Might be too much. Might be overkill. Okay. What happens next? Yes. Oh my God, I see it. Somebody's leaving. I'm telling you. You are having the slowest exit. Whoever this is, you or the other person, Virgo, the slowest exit possible. King of Pentacles. Facing directly away from the Empress. Listen, I'm not, again, I think I've had to explain this a few times to you guys. I'm not advocating that people just leave their lives, pack up and, pack a bag in the middle of the night and just hop the next train or Greyhound bus out of town. No, I don't advocate people abandoning things. And I get this sense that someone who watches me or someone who has been keeping track of this message feels like I'm encouraging some type of abandonment. No, don't be a dick. No offense, but don't be a dick, because I'm not trying to be a dick. But what I'm sensing is that someone has a strong desire to leave, to move, to change the circumstances, and they will. It's slow, King of Pentacles, Earth sign energy towards Virgo Capricorn, so that could be you. But I'm not saying that you need to do and act on your own behest and act on your own behalf in disregard of anything and everyone else around you. No, if you're going to change your circumstances, be a fucking adult. And be honest and be upright and express it. There are issues with this here and here, as I just explained. A little bit with the Three of Pentacles also, if we are dealing with, a lot of cooks in the kitchen, okay? If we've got like a family dynamic, again, extended family, Uncle Jimmy has an opinion on your life, Aunt Sandy wants to throw in her 2 cents, and your best friend somehow, who's like sort of like the adopted son of the family, he also has something to say about you making an exit. I can't. Come on. Whoever wants to leave, I don't know who I have to explain this to, because again, I think that's someone who I'm feeling it. Like I'm feeling this need to defend myself. And maybe I'm channeling a little bit for the person who's trying to exit or the person who's trying to change the circumstances. Or even if not exit, just create a little distance. Get some fucking breathing room. Whatever. Whoever I'm possibly connecting to or channeling for, maybe this is what they're feeling. Why do I have to defend myself? I'm not being irrational. I'm not being manipulative. I'm not being... I'm not over here advocating or acting in a way that says abandon ship, run for the hills, run for your life. No, this knight is slow, practical, methodical, very smart, thinks a lot before they actually take action. If this is you or whoever you're dealing with, this is not some pack a duffel bag and run for your life. No, this is finally saying, listen, this situation isn't feasible to me, or the way it's being conducted or the way we're all behaving here is just not feasible. I want something different, and I'm going to go get it, or I'm going to go take care of it, or I'm going to do it this way instead of that way, right? So in no way is Jay, the tarot reader, or the person, by the way, advocating that people just jump ship. That's stupid. Makes no sense. Makes you out to be a very selfish person if you do that. However, I don't believe that people should remain in situations where they're not fulfilled, where they're feeling smothered or attached to toxicity or attached to situations that don't in some way enhance their life. If you're not doing anything that enhances your life, that encourages you to grow or provides you happiness and stability and comfort and all that kind of stuff, if you're doing things and it takes from you, like I said, it is you're feeding a situation that ends up draining you, why do you do it? Don't do it. Leave. Change the circumstance. Like, come on, man. Who do I have to tell this to? I'm getting upset because I feel as though I'm still talking to somebody who doesn't get it. Whether I'm channeling for you or channeling someone who's dealing with you, I don't know. But there's someone here who doesn't get it. And I don't understand that. Life and serving other people and doing for other people, that's great. I do that all the time myself. But I'm not going to get to the point where I'm starving myself. I'm not going to get to the point where I'm not going to be fulfilled or I'm not going to get something back in return. Life is supposed to be a reciprocated experience. So if I'm giving to a situation, if I'm living in a situation where I'm not getting anything back in return, that's not selfish to say I want something back. I want to be happy. I want to be fulfilled. I want to see the world. I want to live my dreams. I want to be this. I want to do that. What is wrong with that? Listen, I don't want to talk about that anymore. Stop. Thank you. I don't want to talk about that. Whoever this is, King of Pentacles, you, whoever, I don't give a shit. They're leaving. Something in the situation for them is a done deal. And when I say they're leaving, meaning some of them, I mean, this guy looks like he's on the move, right? He's got his back, he's got a bag on his back. He's in motion. He's going somewhere. So some, yes, it's leaving. Physically leaving, moving out, moving away, changing jobs, changing careers, separations, if we're talking about certain relationships, whether it's love, friends, it doesn't matter, right? But there is some actual distance being created. If not physically moving, okay, it's this intent to change the way things happen, the way things are conducted, yeah? If this is, I'm not going to leave town, to go back to the close-knit family thing. I'm not going to leave town. I'm not going to move out of the family home, or I'm not going to move too far away. I'm not going to move, but I'm not coming to family dinners every weekend. I just can't. And that, like, you know, maybe you're from a very big traditional family. What do you mean? We always get together on the weekends and we have dinner as a family. You know that's important to me and your mother. You know that's important to me and your grandma or whatever. And you just say, as an individual, as this child who's in their 20s, their 30s, or 40s, or whatever it is, you know, I want more for my life. I want to spend my freaking weekend doing something else. For the past 20-some years, this is how things have gone. My brothers will keep going. My sister will keep coming to the dinner. But me, as a person, I'm taking on another job. I'm working on this huge project at my work that needs to, to prioritize your own goals is not a sin. I don't know who needs that pass, but damn it, it's not a sin. Move on. Now, last card in the main spread, the Lover's card. This is the choice. Damn. This is the choice. Major Arcana for Gemini. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini, but you don't have to be. This is the choice. Head over heart decision. I don't care if we're talking marriage. I don't care if we're talking, like I just said, your family, your friends. It doesn't matter. Head over heart or heart over head. In this case, I think it's head over heart. I love you, mom and dad. I love you, Nana. I love you, Pop Pop. But man, I need to spend my Saturdays doing other things. Going way back to the Devil card, maybe we are actually talking some type of addiction. And maybe your counselor, or maybe the therapy that you're trying to get into, or the sobriety program that you're seeking, they meet on Saturdays at the same time that your family is expecting you for dinner. Guess what? I have to prioritize my health and wellness, which is definitely tied to the Pentacles, right? Health and wellness, things that we value. I have to prioritize that. I'm choosing to make myself better instead of sitting around at this dinner table acting like nothing is wrong. Yes, there's something wrong. I'm going to fix my life. Thank you. Goodbye. And again, it's not, in some of your cases, it's not forever. It's not a full break. It's not abandonment. It's the priority of, I have to be healthy for me. I have to be happy for me. I don't know who needs to hear this, but damn it, that's the choice. In the Lovers. Head over heart. Be sensible. You can't feed a situation and starve yourself out. You just can't. If you do, you're not going to be happy. Outcome. Hangman. Secondary major for Pisces. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces. You don't have to be. New vision. New way of looking at life. New way of looking at your circumstances and embracing that shit. You or other people are not happy about this. There is this transitionary period of acceptance, of reevaluating the situation, of oh God, clean it up. Yes, thank you. You see how he is suspended like that, strung up by one ankle? That's not a comfortable position, right? I don't care who you are. You could be the most athletic, healthy person in the world. You spend enough time strung up by one ankle from off of the ground, it's going to eventually become uncomfortable, yeah? So whoever needs to hear this, whatever new perspective is being introduced in the situation, whether you're the harbinger of that, whether you're introducing this new way of expressing yourself or going after your life or pursuing your own happiness, or you're watching someone else take on this new vibe, it eventually is going to be uncomfortable because there's a new normal at hand here. A new normal is at hand here, and someone, I don't know, go away. I don't want to talk to that person. I don't like them. Because someone is, I don't like that either. I don't like that either. Because what, again, this, if you haven't caught on to the rhythm here, and based on, if you've seen me before, I have told you, this person is tenacious, and that's admirable to a point. But when you are tenacious and hungry after something that is not feasible, it's not fruitful, you become kind of crazy. You become kind of ridiculous and irritating to me as the reader. So when I just did that, I pushed that energy out because, again, they're here again. They don't like this at all. Who are you? Go away. I don't know how you deal with this person. If you're the receiver of that energy, if you are dealing with someone who's like that, I don't know how you deal with that. And if you are that person, why are you like that? Why are you like that? I understand attachment, but my friends, the reason I do this channel is to encourage people to be autonomous, to act as an individual. You can be an individual in this world and still be a part of a group, still be a part of a family, a community, a loving relationship, whatever. You can still act in your own behest and still be a respectable person in this world. It's not selfish. I don't know why I have to keep saying this shit. Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Go away. Whatever this is, go away. I'm going to cleanse after this reading. Listen, overall energy for you, Virgo, is the 10 of Pentacles. So, I mean, this has been a threaded line here the entire time. Legacy, generational legacy in a family dynamic, in a group dynamic, okay? That is sort of overcast here, or again, it is the overall energy, right? So it's kind of filtering through everything that we've talked about, and that, you know, I understand to have an upheaval or some type of challenge to the status quo is never easy. I understand. But look at this woman holding the tarot card, sort of dreamily looking out the window. I think that is kind of, in terms of what I am feeling, someone here is imagining a new normal, like I was saying with the hangman, and someone else is afraid of the new normal. Someone is like really envisioning the possibilities, and it might be a mirrored effect, you know? Some people really like the idea of carrying legacy and upholding tradition. There's one side that's dreaming of that, looking out the window, and that's what they see. Long-standing traditions, family values, and or you know, the way things were, you know. Thank you. They gave me a little bit of levity. They quickly threw in like All in the Family, like that whole theme song. Those were the days, you know, Edith Bunker, right? And that's someone's thing. The way it used to be, and when men were men, and all that stuff. That whole old theme song. If you don't know it, go ahead and Google it, you know, and watch that for a second. And then someone similar to the daughter in that story, and the son-in-law, meathead, right? They have a vision for the future. Similar value, you know, this is what we could have. We could have this more utopian, more inclusive society. And Archie Bunker is like, I don't want black people in my house. He's a fairy, and all those things that you could say back in the 70s, right? And both energies are dreaming of what could be in terms of legacy, right? In terms of what a family or what certain connections stand for. What are the values here? So there is this mirrored image going on between those two sides of the story in that sitcom and in your story here today in your reading. Both sides essentially want the same thing, but they're envisioning it in different ways. Another way to interpret this is somebody is you know, wanting to paint a picture with oil colors and oil paintings, and somebody else wants to do it with what, charcoal or you know, some other medium. You both want to create art, but you want to do it in different ways with different mediums. You know, maybe somebody wants to paint on a canvas, somebody wants to paint a mural on the side of a building. We both want to create something, but the way in which we want to create it is different. And neither is incorrect. But if you can't get on the same page, why do you continue to try to work together? Why do you continue to try to make this happen? Go find people who want to paint on a canvas and go paint with them. Go find people who want to paint on a mural and go paint with them. Virgo, I apologize because I got a little heated, because as a reader, I'm so sick of this. If this comes up again in March, I'm going to be like so pissed. But as a reader, it's frustrating because not only am I empathically connecting with someone's energy of frustration, but as a reader who created this channel, again, to support people becoming individuals and acting in their own autonomy, acting to some extent in your own best interest. It frustrates me that people continually re-up and continually connect with energy that is not serving them. This is someone continually putting themselves in a situation that is not serving them. Why do that? I used to do that, and I don't do that anymore. Okay, so that's my personal frustration as well. As your reader, as a person, I'm not here for it, and I hope in some way you can find a solution here. Okay, Virgo, that is your reading for February. If you liked anything about it, there's a like button down below. Hit that for me. If you want to leave a comment, let me know how this resonated in your life. That would be amazing. I love reading comments from you guys. It really gives me confirmation as a reader, because I've just been in this room yelling at no one except my poor little plant over there for like about an hour, so it's kind of weird. So if you want to let me know and give me some confirmation, that would be amazing. You can go ahead and share this video, let other people know you like my stuff, and of course subscribe, my friends, if you have not subscribed. The number keeps ticking up and up and up and up, so I want to see that trend continue. If you want to help me, you can do any and all of those things. That would be amazing. Virgo, I'll be back soon doing the mid February readings. You have that to look forward to. No communication readings. If you are not communication with a particular sign, those will come out in February as well. And of course, guys, if you want a personal, all that information is down in the box below, okay? Virgo, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Take care.